Hello friends, welcome. This is a pick a card reading, and feel free to pick un, deux, trois, quatre, cinq, eins, zwei, drei, vier, fünf, uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Those are my languages. That's all I've got right now. So, what is this reading, you ask? Okay. This one is a timeless with love reading. That is what your spirit guides want you to understand at this time. Yay! Yeah. So, on that note, just go ahead. Breathe. Which one speaks to you? And then I will see you at your number. Peace. Peace. Hi, pile one. I'm setting up your cards now. I thought I would enjoy you? What? Invite you. Oh my gosh, enjoy you. Okay, so we've got your one. This was your main card. I just had blue sky do. We should do. I like, because I never know how these are coming out. And so we are just going to let them do their thing. Okay. Okay, I am tuned in to pile one's energy now because sometimes I get a little scattered brained. Welcome to my channel. Oh my gosh. All right, so for this one, let's just do our trinkets. I am focused. This reading is timeless with love, and it's about what your spirit guides want you to understand at this time. So the time that you are tuning in right now, what your spirit guides want you to understand. I'm going to give this a little bit more light here. Okay, I don't hate that. I don't hate it. Okay, so we've got a feather, which always makes me think of like Mercury and messages. And we've got someone who's about to pick up a phone, which is also this idea of, you know, messages and calling and a calling or a message. I'm getting a knowledge message here, which makes sense because this reading is literally about what your spirit guides want you to understand at this time. Cool. We're on brand. Okay. I'm also being called to, I want to explain these two. One of them is a way that your spirit guides are saying is an easy way that you can connect with them if you're having trouble just getting guidance from within. And then the other one is just a message that they are giving you. And I don't know which is which, so we'll find that out. But overall, what your spirit guides want you to understand at this time. Where are we going? Oh, okay, yeah. Journey. May you seek adventure. Can you see everything? Yeah, I think you can. Push it up just a little bit. May you seek adventure. I love that already. So like, and I was saying like there's like a calling. I like that. Okay, should I leave it here? Yes. Yes, right here. Should I do the other one? No. Do this. In reverse. Are we doing reverses? No reverses today. This says, I praise the goddess and the god. Okay. Oh. 3 each. Oh, that's not right. Okay, I found it. All right. The word neter describes the gods and goddesses of Egyptian philosophy. The word itself loosely translates to force of nature. Ancient Egyptians believed that, like the avatars of the Hindu belief system, these forces were the living embodiments of the infinite, universal lessons hidden and found within nature. Unity with nature, the all, being the highest level of understanding one could achieve. True balance is found through the reconciliation that there is a lesson within every reflection of the life experience, light and dark, life and death, masculine and feminine, the right and left hemisphere of the brain, fear and love. Every perceived pair of opposites makes up two halves of the same whole, and reconciling the space between the perception of duality allows for a balanced scale and faith in the wisdom of the all. Confidence in justice, the embodiment of Mayat, and finding love and acceptance with the all are the never-ending story of consciousness's cycle of life, death, resurrection, and rebirth. This is what it means to honor the ideal of the goddess and the god, not as deities to worship, but rather powers to come into relationship with. It is to honor the holographic energies of nature's forces and appreciate what it means to embody both the masculine and feminine. Okay, finding balance in the synthesis is to live this ideal in the immersive light of truth, to find what is within through what is without, and to uncover idealization without idealization. Oh my gosh, this was a lot. So basically it's about both energies and balance. Oh my gosh, that ate my brain. Okay, journey. May you seek adventure. So it's just the coming into balance and getting out there and enjoying and stuff. And that's what I got so far. That ate my brain. I need my brain back. Okay. Joy. May you pursue what lights you up. Yeah, so I think it's also about contrast. So you might have been through a situation where you saw what you didn't want, and so now you can start to be led by what you do want. So, okay, my brain is back. Spider, we love it. Whale in reverse, we love it. Wolf upright, we love it. Snake. I don't know. I'm partial to, I love me a good old-fashioned spider, and I love me a good old-fashioned upright wolf man, you know? So this is, I mean, it's going to be good energy coming from your spirit guides because they want the best for us. They really, they believe in us the most. So this is definitely, obviously, very great energy. The spider is about creation and manifesting. The wolf is about having that confidence within yourself to stand alone in whatever your truth is. And so you are manifesting, you have this, you can do it. You have the ability to just follow the signs, follow your path, follow your calling. And I got chills on the follow your calling. Oh my gosh, I got them again. Every time I say it, I get chills. I got chills. They're multiplying. Music creation. I love that for you. Do it up. Can I read? I'm going Snoopy. I'm excited for you guys. I've got some bounce in my knees right now. And I'm losing control. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Gotta shape up. 'Cause I need a man. And my heart is set on you. Okay, be bold and make the first move. Okay, I wonder if this is in love too. You're very close to achieving your goal. It's in reverse because you probably don't feel like you are close to achieving your goal. So that makes sense. So your spirit guides want you to know that you can go after your goal. You can go forward. You can seek that adventure. You can go for it. You can move forward. And now I am starting to see pairs. And I'm starting to see this coming together. So it might have a lot to do with a loved one and a lover. So while there's just this duality, I had that song come through, and that's obviously a famous duet between Sandy and Danny. So, yeah. So music creation is going to help you connect more with your spirit and your spirit guides. Be bold, make the first move. Like, do it up, man. Just like serenade whoever it is you're thinking of. Yeah, and so we got the, okay, can I? Okay, we see the pain, hurt, and betrayal. You deserve more love and light. They want you to follow your joy. They want you to follow the happiness that's coming in your life. Be bold and make the first move. Go after what you want. What you truly want. Who you want. Go after it. The Chariot, that's always a really good sign. That's like a very empowered, moving forward, making dreams happen. So, I mean, the message is clear in this one. I also like, I mean, I'm a woman and I'm interested in men and women, but overall I get this like idea of like a man calling, you know, like, oh, is he gonna call on the phone? And so like I didn't necessarily read this as a lovely reading, but yeah, that's what I'm getting. I want to read The Whale in reverse. Oh, it's not even here. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah, that would help. Back home. My heart is set on you. Alright, so water in reverse. Yeah, so you might not be following your feelings, or your feelings are getting too heavy, and so you're having a hard time following the fun. Yeah, desire to delve deeper, profound peace, ancient wisdom, and it's in reverse. So it's heavy and it slips into old story. Okay, yeah, definitely. Yeah, so you have this pain. You see the pain, hurt, and betrayal, and you might be kind of being weighed down by that. And Spirit really wants you to lighten up in the best of way. May you pursue what lights you up. Like, lighten yourself, lighten your load, and just keep moving forward and believing in yourself and doing the thing. Be bold and make the first move. Okay, 9 of Cups in reverse. I'm really curious to read. Alright, 9 of Cups in reverse. May reveal arrogance surrounding achievements and needing constant validation and recognition. It can also point to overindulging in life's pleasures and needing to implement moderation. When you consider the abundance in your life, celebrate it by expressing gratitude and generosity. Okay. Alright, let me read the other cards too. Oh, 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. Okay, alright. So you don't feel abundant right now. You don't feel like you have these gifts around you. And then a 9 of Pentacles in reverse. I'm also going to Alright. 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Your reading can serve as a gentle reminder regarding overspending or materialistic tendencies. If this resonates for you, rein in your spending and unsustainable financial behaviors. This reversal also may point to overworking and not taking time to enjoy your life. Another unsustainable practice. Check in with your intuition to see where your imbalance lies. Yes, it wants you to balance. Yes. You're getting weighed down by your thoughts and you can't see the good stuff and you're not focusing on the good stuff. And that's what's going to propel you forward to enjoy the journey and everything like that. So what else? You're very close to achieving your goal. Okay. I think it's in reverse because we don't want you to follow goals. Okay. We want you to follow an inner knowing, an inner calling. We want you to follow joy at this time. Okay. And goals aren't always what you have planned out that's going to give you joy. The satisfaction of completing a goal might give you joy, but overall, there's like a bigger picture here. There's something that is going to just give you joy, like inner joy that you look back and go, oh my gosh, yes. And it wasn't even just that, it was everything around it. It was everyone involved. It was everything that was around me, where I was at that time. Everything was giving you joy. Not just like this milestone, this goal that you reached, like, I got, and I'm only doing this because like now I'm thinking of YouTube, but I got 1,000 subscribers. It's not, that's a goal. And we don't want you to care about that at this time. We want you to care about your feelings. We want you to focus on the good feelings too, and not like these bad ones. Like sometimes if we have a goal of like, and I'm putting it in business right now, but it could also be in relationships. Like, oh, I want to get married by this time, or I have to have kids. You know, like some things don't work out, but we can still have those feelings, and it's elsewhere in our life. And so this is talking big picture. What brings you joy, man? What's calling you? And try to balance it in. Try to pull it in. You don't have to give up these smaller goals because like there's a sense of like community if you're like doing something. I'm getting off topic. It's telling me. Okay. Yeah, but look at the bigger picture. I keep feeling called because I had pulled 2 extra ones here. The bigger picture. Manifest. Bring in some music to help you ground yourself and focus on what you want and where you want to go. That's going to be a great one for you. And that's what your spirit guides want you to understand at this time, okay? Come into balance. Let go of the bad, icky feelings and focus yourself forward on the good old days and the good stuff and moving forward. Focus on what's calling you now. Okay. All right. That was a good one. Okay. Bye, pile 1. See you later. Hi, pile 2. So let me get you set up here. Oh, that's so cute. Okay. I gave charms for everyone too. I'm going to put number 2. There you go. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. All right, cool. Cuckoo. Okay, so pile number 2. Oh, we got 3. Lucky duck. Wow. Okay, so I'm doing stuff wrong. What's up? Okay, we like that. We don't like that. We like that. I mean, for the most part, I'm not even doing... Okay, alright, why'd you flip me over that way? Why am I doing that now? Okay. Alright, I'm so sorry. Okay, yeah, so this is pile number 2. This is a timeless reading with love. What your spirit guides want you to understand at this time. And so this one says, I am forgiving. And then the first one they wanted me to flip over was belonging in reverse. May you welcome yourself home. Home is where the heart is. Heart is where the home is. That's what I always say. Actually, that's the first time I said it, but I like it. I'm also getting the sense this is like your little charm here, and then this is your little figurine, and it has a little cow, and the woman is rattling like the bells and calling the cows home, essentially. But I also get this sense at first, like I thought, you know, maybe it was just like okay, there's an idea of leading here. There's leadership, but there's also confidence in leading or confidence in taking charge of your life. I also am getting this sense of like a furry companion for obvious reasons, but I was also thinking of like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. and he didn't feel like he belonged, and he was bullied. And I definitely get that sense for I am forgiving. Like maybe you went through a rough time and people really called you out or bullied you or really just othered you and made you feel like you didn't belong. And so this might be your energy right now, is you don't feel like you belong. And your spirit guides are saying you can forgive. And I do think that there is a sense of rising above and moving forward, though, and leading yourself. That's what I'm picking up right now. So let's see what the rest of your cards are doing. Okay. This one is supposed to be sideways. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Yeah? I'm going to keep going. Pick a card. Any card. Okay. A new start is coming. It's in reverse. So you might be in that energy of like you don't think it's going to get better. And yeah, definitely like believing I am forgiving. Like giving yourself closure to move forward is going to be just like chef's kiss. Because you will not always get closure from other people. And people will not always come back and apologize if they've wronged you or said something mean. They might not even be aware of it. May you welcome yourself home. Your home is within you, okay? Make it a very safe space for yourself. Lead yourself well. Give yourself the benefit of the doubt is what I'm also hearing. So, oh, interesting. Okay. So perhaps you hurt someone and you're having a hard time overcoming your own shame and grief from that situation and the ways that you might have hurt other people. And so you don't want to forgive yourself. So you might be bullying yourself and also like believing that you can't get better or do better is a bully. You're bullying yourself. So like you could also think of leading yourself home. And so you're this little pet who's feeling lost, like a little lost lamb. You also have an aspect of yourself that can mother or father you and lead you home. Lead yourself back to center and to thoughts that are honest, but still make you feel good. So like even if that honesty is like a brutal truth in a way, you don't have to be scared of truth. Truth is. Truth just is. And once you have that, you can accept. And that's when you start to go home. Like acceptance is, home is where you feel accepted. And so if you are not accepting a part of yourself or a circumstance that happened, you will not find home. So home is acceptance. It's rooted in that. And that doesn't mean accepting bad behavior around you or from yourself. It means accepting what is, what was done, and then deciding on steps forward for yourself towards home. Okay. All right. So we have a tarantula in reverse. I always think of spiders and webs and stuff like that as like a sign of manifestation. And because we're so focused on the self, like the tarantula itself, and it's in reverse, there's this idea of you can't create a better life for yourself. And here it's saying, show the world the real you. And I bet you, if you just let your freak flag fly, that's so hard to say, people will accept you. Some people will accept you. I'm also now picking up a little bit of like, if you are queer, if you're part of the queer community, like me, there could be this sense of you love the same sex and people might not accept you for that. And so you might be a little scared of that. So just know that that is also kind of coming out here. I'm getting some, like, showing the real you. Yeah. There's some, like, air placements here. Water placements are coming out. I'm getting fire. I mean, I'm getting the whole spectrum of energy, but I'm mainly called towards, like, this feminine energy, the emotions, and maybe that's why, like, water is kind of on the side. Can I pull some more cards then? Yeah, I'm going to now flip this over so that you know that a new start is coming, okay? All right, so these 3 cards in the middle, before I sat down with this reading, I asked Spirit Guides to give me easy ways that you can connect with them, like if you're having a hard time connecting with your sense of self or beyond with your spirit guides. So one of these is like a way to connect, or possibly 2 of them. I'm not sure what came out here. But then actually it's interrupting me and it wants me to read. So what do you want me to read right now? Show the world the real you. Okay. Okay, let me do the new moon cards because they were right here. Oh, JK kidding. Oh my gosh, what do you want? What do you want from me? Oh, yes. Okay, a new start is coming. You will soon start to feel more hopeful about getting what you want. Yes, your belief that your dreams can manifest is working well, and forget about the past. I am forgiving. All right, so now show the world the real me. Full moon in Aquarius. Okay. This card brings the message from the cosmos that you need to detach a little from whatever situation you're asking about. Someone might be keeping you at arm's length now, but it's no bad thing. It's important for you to allow life to unfold and progress, even if change seems like a frightening prospect. If you've been holding yourself back from showing the world the real you, this card reminds you that your unique characteristics are what make you special. In a relationship, are you being too aloof or detached? Go ahead and be yourself in whatever is coming up for you. Okay. Now we're pulling on. Okay. We've got Page of Wands in reverse. Here, let me just intuitively grasp here. Page of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you don't think that you can start, and we'll move on. Okay. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, there's definitely like insecurity holding you back. And yet here we've got the Wheel, which I assume is like the world, question mark? I don't know, actually. I've never gotten. Alright, Page of... That's gotta be the world. So confused. Oh, I could also read the actual tarot. That came number 10, huh? Oh my gosh. Okay, I just have to share this. Look, it says a journey of shadows and sunshines for Sean. My husband's name is Sean. He needs to leave me alone, though. I'm trying to focus on work. Okay, the Wheel. Okay. Changes, fate, destiny, a lucky break, cycling up through karmic lessons and the chaos of creation, a turning point, and serendipity. Okay. Yeah, and definitely serendipity, this being turned on its side. Coming back to your center. New start is coming. So, okay. Your spirit guides want you to know that you can believe that things are getting better. A new start is coming. This is like the main one that I keep coming back to. A new start is coming. And like your sense of belonging, like you're really held back by thoughts and stuff, but just know like it's coming. And like just now I had a song in my head, and it's like this fanfare. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse is like suggesting you feel like you lack that that confidence, the security to just like feel abundant. And then a Page of Wands in reverse. You're not letting yourself start, and it's like you're holding yourself back with your own thoughts, but like you're doing it out of spite. There is like anger towards yourself in here. So whether someone else, I'm getting this sense that it's internal shame, and you're like holding on to it to beat yourself up. And so it really is important to start believing that you are forgiving. And especially if you ever find yourself saying negative things to yourself, that's the moment to counteract that and say, I am forgiving. I am forgiving. This thing happened. I did this thing. I will forgive myself because I know that I am better than that and I can do better than that. Okay, that's very important. So there's like coming back to your feminine energy is what I'm really starting to like get a sense for. And it's like owning your own feelings a little bit, leading yourself. You give yourself that closure. Okay? Oh, and I hadn't pulled this over. Play. May you seek out fun and connection. Oh my gosh. That might be a stretch. Maybe that's why I held it out for so long. But you can connect with other people. You will find your sense of belonging. So whether it's you don't feel comfortable in your own skin, and you're not forgiving yourself for whatever reasons and whoever and stuff like that, you are still worthy of connection. And it might be through, like I'm just throwing this out here because a lot of people follow my videos because of like eating disorders, anxiety, and depression. In support groups, you can meet people that are also kind of at this level where they don't believe in themselves and they're feeling insecure, or they've made a lot of bad choices in their lives that they are just beating themselves up about over and over instead of healing. And so you will meet people in those places and then you can grow together. That does happen. It does, like a lot. It happens. So just know that even if you're in a state where you feel like you won't be able to connect with people, you can always find people to connect with that will understand and that will want to accept you and love you. Okay? Yeah. So now I want to flip this one over because I believe in you. Because you do belong. You belong here. Neat. Okay. Don't believe in the hype. Go your own way. Show the real world, show the world the real you. Don't believe in the hype. Go your own way. I am forgiving. So you can tell, okay, if this is, am I pulling in another energy? Yeah, you might be hanging out with a crowd that doesn't truly accept you. They don't truly accept you, and they kind of like rag on you. And they can say like some comments and stuff that like just kind of hurt. And you just have been putting up with it. Or you feel like you're not allowed to speak up against it. And you're like building resentment. Is that right? No. You don't believe in yourself. You're holding yourself back because of these comments or because of a hurt. And these thoughts are still with you, whether the people are with you or not. The thoughts are definitely still hanging on to you and troubling your mind. And so you definitely can release that. So don't believe in the hype. Like, you don't have to keep going this path because people told you to do it. Like, you can be the real you. You can say no to the things you don't want. You can say yes to the new things that you want to try. Okay? Oh, you got the long one. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, I'm going to read this one for you. So you got 2 messages. They had a lot to say to you. Okay. If we were in your shoes, we'd take a break from the hustle and bustle of it all and take heart, knowing patterns come and go, people heal, grow, and move on. Oh, and see, this was a very intentional message. It was the last message I wrote, and I'm like, this one's long. But I got out of my own way, and I listened, and I let it come through. So, but your spirit guides, they have a lot to say for you. I keep coming back to her, like she is one of your spirit guides that you can aspire to. Yeah, I'm noticing like we've got like the antlers here and a bit of like winged antler things here. And even this was turning. So you have like angels? Okay. All right, so sometimes when I get this idea of like angel wings, I think of shoulders. And I think of a lot of people carry burdens on their shoulders. I'm seeing it here now too. And so there's this whole sense of like dusting off your shoulders and like taking pride in yourself. It's really just that, dusting off your shoulders and taking pride in yourself. Even if in the past you felt like you didn't believe it, it's time to get rid of that old energy. You can step into some power, okay? It's okay. And power comes through acceptance. It comes through shedding who you were and being brave enough to step into who you are. Oof. I didn't get chills with that though. I am forgiving. You're still stuck in this idea that you can't show who you are. And I want you to know that the world needs to know who you are for it to stay in balance. So like it's actually imperative for you to show who you are. It's going to save somebody's life. It's going to save other people. For you to share who you truly are, for you to live in that happiness and that confidence in your soul, in your heart, in your being. It is going to save. Like, if you don't feel like you can do it for yourself, just know that you can do this for other people too. You can tell yourself that this is going to help other people be strong. Okay, because I know it can be really hard. Oh, and you have one more thing. So this might be how you can connect. Grounding in nature. Yes. Okay, yeah, look at that queen. She's definitely in nature. I'm feeling called. Yeah, so this is the spirit guides. An easy way you can connect with them is to just ground in nature. And this lady, the Queen of Pentacles, is life goals. And she is sitting stoically and yet open. Like her heart seems open even though she is also kind of protected. And she is holding abundance. And she is just basking in this. So that is definitely what you can do and should do. Yes. Okay. All right. And so pile 2, that was your reading, okay? So you got this. This was your Timeless with Love reading. What your spirit guides want you to understand at this time. I am forgiving. You can forgive yourself and show the world the real you. Okay? All right. Peace. Peace. Okay, bye. Hi, pile number 3. 3. Okay. Let me get this set up. This is your reading. It's your Timeless reading with love. What your spirit guides want you to understand at this time. Okay. All right, let me connect with the energy so far. So pile number 3, what your spirit guides want you to understand at this time. Surrender to the divine, a full moon. Pause. May moments of calm sustain you. Space. May your heart and your scope expand. Oh my gosh. It was in reverse though, so I'm going to keep that there. Oh, I almost like, okay. All right. So first and foremost, I'm getting this sense of, so this is like a little Harry Potter charm that pulled out, and it's like books too. It came from a bookmark. So I'm getting this sense of books. I'm getting this sense of like taking time to yourself, because this is also, this figurine is by herself, and she seems like she's got her own basket. She's doing her own thing. She's going her own path. That's what I'm seeing. She also is looking kind of up, so she's focused on magic. She's looking towards goodness, is what I'm getting the sense for. So even in moments where you pull back, there's awe and there's realizations that can happen there that help support your manifestations. That's what I'm getting. So you might be hustling a lot, hustling and bustling it, having me pull things over. Justice, love it. Okay, 3 of Wands, 6 of Pentacles in reverse, and Justice. Okay, so there's balance, there's diplomacy, and so, okay, yeah, I'm definitely getting the sense of balance. There's a moving forward. Okay, now I've got to read things. I've got to read things. I've got to read them. 3 of Wands. Because what do I know? 3 of Wands. Energy manifested, waiting for the results of your effort, the arrival of opportunities, finally understanding your ambitions, continuous improvement, and moving in the right direction, progress. Yeah. So this is your energy where you are moving in the right direction. And she's holding, a surfboard, and she is holding a basket. They are going places. I'm getting some beaches a lot here too, and that might not be relevant, so don't worry about that. This is the main message from your spirit guides. I communicate with compassion. Interesting. Okay, I did say diplomacy. Self-compassion? Yes. So you can talk to yourself compassionately. So maybe within this hustle culture that you've got going on, or this sense that you can't take some space for yourself, may your heart and your scope expand. So you can widen, and like full moons are all about, they're just like culmination, and there's a lot with manifestation, culmination. 6 of Pentacles is in reverse, and I'd like to read that because I get this sense that it might be about juggling too much, and when it's upright, maybe you can. So let's see if my Pentacles. One-way flow of abundance, over-giving or over-receiving, hoarding and holding on to what you have, choosing not to help, being uncharitable, selfishness, ulterior motives, inability to accept help. Yeah, so this is out of balance. And Justice is showing that like you can come to balance. And the way to do that is to communicate with compassion. So there might be, I'm getting more of a sense of like, maybe you're spending too much time trying to do and do and do and do and do and do. And that's why the full moon is out here. And it's now time to pull back that energy and sit with yourself with compassion. Pause. Take some space to reflect. That's what I'm getting the sense for. Have faith in your dreams. Yes, that makes so much sense. So like the full moon is all about, like, there's a lot of energy around the full moon. And I definitely was getting all this like there's a lot of doing energy in here, and you're starting to frazzle a little bit. And so how about we flip that out, we center ourselves, and like get more in touch with like the feminine side or your emotion, not even your emotions, like just pull back. Just pull back, give yourself space. That's what I'm getting the sense for. That's what your guides want you to know. And these are your animal cards. Take a deep. Okay. Yeah. Is this your current energy? Yeah, it is. There's this like forward momentum. There's a lot of you're going, you're doing. But I think there's like this simmering anxiety, and the way to combat that is with compassion, pulling back, and soothing. So soothe yourself, believe it will happen, and you don't have to force anything. There's a lot of like fire energy that's very separated. And the way you can manifest not just by doing, but also just sitting in silence and meditating. And there's this idea of a mouse in reverse, like quiet as a mouse, or they're kind of a little bit more pulled back. They're like smaller, so they aren't seen as readily, And it's okay to embody mouse energy. And I want to read mouse energy for you. Because okay, mouse energy. So in reverse right now is busy with no purpose. Yeah, so you're kind of like running too fast. And this kind of feels like a very focused energy here. And this is not focused. And this is the outcome that you want. Like that's what I see here. This is the outcome that you want and need. Is you need more balance in your life. And you're running. You're trying to go as fast as you can, or you're trying to get it as fast as you can. And it's steady. Like, pull back, man. You have to remember what your dreams were. You have to have that time to reassess and go, I learned this lesson. Oh, okay. So there is a push and pull. It's just like in breathing. There's an inhale and there's an exhale. And so you've been inhaling and like leading to the full moon, and it's been building, but it's getting a little wobbly, and it's time because like you're losing breath and you're about to pass out. So you gotta balance that energy, breathe, and then you release. And so it's night and day as well. There's that push and pull. Definitely remember that. And this is a time for compassion. So like if you find yourself in a state where you have to pull back, but you're still thinking you need to be running forward, show yourself compassion. Speak to yourself with compassion. A frog. I want to read. My first thoughts with the frog were like, he's in a state of sitting, but we think of a frog as jumping. But before it jumps, there's a moment of like building strength, and like the muscles have to engage to propel the frog forward. And so that's immediately what I was thinking of. Let's see let's get some more insight. Clear energy and enthusiasm for life. Yeah, the frog spends its first months of life entirely within this healing element, water, then emerges to rest on land. But no matter how earthly the frog becomes, its need for cleansing and rejuvenation is regular. Frogs tend to become overworked and undernourished, so it's vital that such sensitive creatures practice self-care. This card serves as a reminder that water helps us cleanse, forgive, and release. Time to dive in. Frogs aren't meant to carry a heavy load. Yeah, so it was similar to the idea where like you have to build that momentum, but you have to come back. So, yeah. Let me read the mouse again because I feel like there's a message in there that I missed. Okay, so yeah, I'm getting the sense of like organization. So it's detail-oriented, small-minded, nitpicky, and nervous, upright. The mouse has an innate desire to tend to the details. It often spends its days fixing, preparing, organizing, and scrutinizing. Unfortunately, a mouse personality doesn't notice when they've gone too far. Soon they begin to have a limited and fearful vision of life and try to control every detail. This can be quite a painful experience for both the mouse and those around them. When mouse energy is at play, step back for a moment. It may be time to find a more purposeful project to delve into, one that's worthy of your exacting eye. All right. Okay, and then I'm going to read the crow too. And I got chills as soon as I touched the crow, which was interesting. So this is the air sign. Air. Spiritually strong, creative, and watchful. The crow has long been a symbol of magic, and I'm getting a lot of magic in here too. And I mean dreams and like the shadow side-ish, like the soul. I love it. So it wants you to come back to the dark side, but in a good way. Like calm down, slow down, sleep, rest. All right. It is said that the crow holds within its mind's eye that 3 realities, past, present, and future. Crow energy is potent and should only be tapped into when the mind is clear. Those with crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, and regular self-study. So yeah, take care of yourself. Take care of yourself. That's what your spirit guides are saying. All right, so then I think you want me to read for the cheetah? Okay, it's very important that I read all of these for you, apparently. Solar force, action, achievement, masculine energy. Achieves anything, boundless energy. Okay, yeah. The cheetah is the epitome of the solar forces at work. The sun doesn't shine onto the cheetah. It shines from within, from inside this great creature, and expands outward to brighten the universe. The energy within a cheetah personality is palpable to others, and they naturally attract an audience to bear witness to their remarkable achievements. Purpose and passion are the best fuel for cheetah's forward momentum. So if you're lacking in those areas, reconnect to the why before you start running. Yes, I was saying that. That's exactly what I was saying. So just if you feel like you're not getting anywhere, or you're not getting anywhere that you wanted to, but you're putting in all this effort, it's time to pull back and reconnect with yourself. Okay, now I want to read. These are, oh, you've got 3 too. 3 2. I wrote little messages from your spirit guides. 1 or 2 of these is an easy way you can connect with them on your own. Like if you're feeling disconnected from your own inner guidance and your spirit guides, this could be a way that you could reconnect with them. And then the other 1 or 2 are just channeled messages. So let's see. Aw, you are worth it. I felt this one strongly, as you can see. It's like, you are worth it. You can show yourself compassion. You can pull yourself back and reconsider and think about life. A good cry, releasing grief. Yeah, I was picking up water. Sometimes, like, if there's too much fire, there's too much going, and then there's like a building of like resentment and frustration that you're not getting to where you wanted to or what you expected. Sometimes you need to water that down. So connecting with water in some way, whether that's just crying, watching something that makes you cry, like in a good way, or just journaling and just getting those feelings out and those emotions out. Like there might be like a need for a release to then be able to connect. Okay, so that's how you can. And then other No. Interesting. Okay, don't discuss it any further. Move on. Take heart. So I wonder if in your frustration, you've been saying that you're annoyed and that you're stuck here and you can't do these things. And yeah, I get this. That really resonated with me. Like, I can't do these things. I can't do these things. Now is not the time to do the things. Now is the time to take care of yourself, okay? Now is the time to pause and reflect and come back to yourself. It's to sit. It's to connect with your feelings and your emotions and your feminine side, okay? So you definitely, like, you don't need to know why right now. Don't think about the why. Just come back. Just sit down and get a comfy blanket and then just, like, feel it. Yeah. Come back into balance. Release all of this frustration that's been building in some way. It's okay. I'm getting this this rejection. It's like, you gotta shake it off to bring it in. But it's not even, you should not be focusing on bringing it in. Focus on the exhale. Now is the time to exhale. All right, and so that was your timeless reading with love, pile number 3. What your spirit guides wanted you to understand at this time is slow it down, have compassion for yourself. You can do the things, okay? Keep telling yourself that you can do it. Okay. All right, pile 3. That's your reading. Okay. Okay, bye. Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. This is your Timeless with Love reading from what your spirit guides want you to understand at this time. I'm feeling very kind of like, ooh. Already I'm feeling like this new kind of flow. It feels very sacral. So that's kind of neat. And I have a flower as your charm, like blooming. And then your little figurine is a little girl with 2 geese looking up at her. So we'll see what that goes into. Place your cards around. Well, you do have 2 cards. Okay. Oh my gosh, you have so many animal cards. Okay. All right. Okay, spirit guides of pile number 4. What is it that you want your person watching this reading to know at this time? I affirm that all life is sacred. Interesting. I affirm that all life is sacred. And I was pulling sacral too. Sacred, sacral. Five of Pentacles upright. The Sun in reverse. Okay. And then King of Pentacles upright. Interesting. Okay. I'm already getting this sense, like the ooey gooeys that I had in the beginning, like this sacral kind of like sexy kind of feeling. There's like a blooming of sexuality that I'm gathering. But I'm also getting this like, yeah, a King of Pentacles. Gosh, I'm gonna read it because I want to make sure. Oh my gosh. Okay, King of Pentacles. I don't want to be wrong. That's what I'm thinking right now. Okay. Overflowing material abundance, patience, and determination, a confident and warm leader providing for others, comfort and security, personal growth, goals reached, prosperity, and success. So this is the energy that you want. This is the outcome you want. When we have the sun in reverse, this is how you feel right now. And this is the current energy too. So like, these are your feelings. This is the current energy. This is what's going on physically. Five of Pentacles. You're just kind of feeling it, man. I want to double check it for you. Financial or health difficulties, feeling left out or ostracized, worrying about your security, a chance to clear energy blockages. And the sun, oh my gosh, I mean, I know the sun, but I want to see what they wrote about it. I love the sun so much. Here comes the sun. Do, 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 do. Here comes the sun, and I say it's all right. Okay, so in reverse, delays, negative mindset, self-doubt, or lack of confidence, a need to tune out a negative mindset and to find inspiration. Yeah, I affirm that all life is sacred. I wonder if there's, okay, I was even called towards this stone of mine. There's a sense of like community. Wait, guys, are you feeling drawn in two different directions? What your spirit guides want you to understand at this time. I affirm that all life is sacred. Okay. I'm going to read some more cards here. Meditate and contemplate. You and your loved ones are safe. So you are not feeling like your loved ones are safe. You are not feeling like you are safe. There might be some health issues. I keep feeling called to King of Pentacles. There's a lot with like there's a lot with the fire and like the root, this security, not feeling secure, not feeling grounded, I'm hearing. I am getting this message that somebody, this might be a very specific message, but somebody might be having a hard time getting pregnant, and they might be feeling really resentful about that and really upset about it. And it fluctuates on who they blame. And so at times they might be having like, they might be feeling competitive with people on Facebook or others in their life. And they might be saying, well, why do they get, and there's this scarcity mindset of like comparing yourself to other people and being like, well, why do they have everything? Well, why can't I don't have anything. And so I affirm that all life is sacred. For this specific person, like if you don't have kids and you want kids and you're stuck in this mentality and this mindset of like being angry that other people can have kids, there are different ways to feel like a mom or to feel like a dad. And if you first connect with that energy, it might help you feel that abundance, and it might help open up those other chakras, allowing you to receive. That's just like, I'm not here to disregard certain medical conditions and things like that. I just know that it can be a very good reality where your thoughts are blocking your ability to bring into abundance what you desire. And that being said, no, that's not right. I keep coming back to this. King of Pentacles. There might also be this, I want this perfect life. And perfection looks different from what you thought it looked like. And maybe your life looks so vastly different from this perception that you had of a perfect life, or the life that you wanted, that you are now judging yourself and saying that you aren't worthy and that you are useless, and that like, well, what's the point? But you and your loved ones are safe. Fluid. May you shift and transform. So there's a lot of breaking free of your mindset. That is like the biggest one. because I get this sense of, yeah, I mean, obviously she looks like she's going through it. And in the reverse is the sun, which is like literally looks like the opposite energy to this. It's night and day. There's a sense of wanting to let you bloom. So your guides want you to know that you can bloom, but it does have to start with your thoughts. Curious, may you open and explore. Oh yeah, there's definitely a lot with opening up and opening up your heart specifically. But I think before you get to your heart, you might have to work. Well, no. Okay. All right. Here, listen. Okay. Definitely, you have to sit and meditate. Definitely. Because if you are feeling lack and you're feeling this disconnection from your root chakra, which is like the base chakra, there definitely could be a disconnection from you and your spirit guides, who they're probably telling you all this on their own right now. So this is why you're here. They want to let you know, like, okay, no, this, okay? Like, you might not hear us clearly, so here we go. And also, if you don't hear them clearly, no, I'm getting ahead of myself. Which, by the way, I love that phrase, getting ahead of yourself. It also suggests that your thoughts are getting away from you, and your thoughts are the third eye. And if you're stuck in your third eye, there's no energy that can come down. Okay? And so we really need you to connect with your thoughts first. Like, do some CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. Your thoughts lead to a feeling, and then that feeling can manifest in an action. And sometimes that action is also just inaction. It's like feeling paralyzed. So like if your thoughts, this is just a run-of-the-mill CBT lesson for you. But if your thoughts start with, I can't do it, or like, why can't I have that life? That's a good one. Why can't I have that life? What makes them so special? It's like this comparison thought. If you're having that, that's then going to lead to feelings of resentment and anger and just like feeling stuck. And then that can make you want to drink, or it could make you want to just like leave a mean comment on Facebook, like who knows? Or like pick a fight with your husband or wife or anything like that. So like you definitely have to deal with those feelings. Like, well, why can't I? And by the way, I just need to let you know like that mentality that, well, why can't I then, is a very common first child feeling. So like we might have some first child, like the oldest child in this pile, because it's a very common one to be like, well, why can't I do it? Well, why can't I do it? Well, what is it? Or if you're like the first man sibling, or you're the first woman sibling, you're also kind of treated as a first child if you have younger kids, like younger siblings and stuff. Like, just so you know, I've always found that kind of fascinating. Well, why can't I do that? Well, why can't I do that? So, and if you're an only child, I don't know. I'm sorry. I didn't study that psychology. I have siblings, so I like that kind of thing. But anyway, okay. So, but I am getting a lot of like first child energy here of like, well, why can't I do it? Of like that perfection. Like you had this idea and your parents kind of taught you an idea of what perfection looked like, or society taught you an idea of what perfection looked like, or what a normal life looked like. And your life looks different. And instead of being like, oh, I guess my life is different. Oh, I guess there are other lives that are different. I guess like there are different trajectories that people follow to achieve their quote-unquote goals or manifest their dreams. Instead of seeing that and opening up to that idea, you're just kind of stuck and seething. And that's not going to help you. It's not going to help anyone around you either. And so your spirit guides definitely want you to know that all life is sacred, no matter how it looks. Like, some of us are disabled and we can't do certain things, but we do them. Or we don't do them, but we do them in our own way. So like there are different things. There are different lifestyles. There are different ways of living that people had. And it all doesn't look one way. And that's beautiful. And so I would urge you, and your spirit guides would let you know that all life is precious. All life is sacred. And once you find that oneness, and you find the way that you can connect with other people, and instead of choosing separating yourselves and going like, well, why can't I? Well, I don't like it. You know, once you cut that off and you realize that it's not about other people, it's about you. It's about how you want to show up in the world. So I was just not letting things go there. So let's flip over a few things. You have so many thoughts. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of winged. Okay, I love this. Okay, first and foremost, I wrote a song. Just hear me out for a second. I wrote a song that's called Advice from My Winged Friends. And it features, the first verse is a dragonfly, the second verse is a butterfly, and the third verse is a bee. And it tackles different kinds of insecurities in each winged creature. And so I love that like all three have popped up here. And I know I like switched one over. The stingray, I always think of like the heart. And like otter is family, and it's in reverse. The horse is like manifestation, is also in reverse. These are what you need to do. You need to go to sleep. You need to stop thinking. You need to stop overthinking, especially. Maybe you're doom scrolling. Maybe stop doing that for your own good. Don't compare yourself. Or if you are comparing yourself to other lifestyles and other people, just be curious, you know? Like, just come at it like you're excited to see the differences in people, and that everyone is so different and wonderful, because we are all made, like if you believe in God, we are all made in His eyes, you know? We are all different. We are all so worthy of love and compassion and understanding. And so if you're holding yourself back, and that means you too, you are worthy of love and compassion and understanding. And so you living a different life and looking different or anything like this, or any kind of differences, then like what you want, what you need, like you are still lovable where you are. All right, you go, girl. See, I was telling you. All right, so this is a way that you can connect with spirit. I get the sense that there are a lot of thoughts and like, well, why can't I? And so just sleep. Just give yourself some rest. Just like let yourself heal. And so this was a channeled message from your spirit guides that says, you go, girl. Like they really, like you are lovable the way you are. Okay? And then, yeah, others have your back. You're never alone, love. So you must be really going through, I am picking up some health problems. I'm definitely picking up some infertility issues that is like taking a sense of like, it hurts your heart and like you wish you could have this family that you wanted. Like I definitely am getting that fluid. May you shift and transform. It's okay. Oh. There are different ways to look at family and community and showing up for loved ones. Yeah, I'm just called to the 3 right here, which is like the 3 in 1. Like I'm getting really Christian here, which, you know, like I was raised Lutheran, and so I do have that upbringing, and I do have this sense of like oneness and fullness, and like God is seen as a 3 in 1. But then that also goes into other directions, like in spirituality, mind, body, soul. And so there's this 3 in 1. There's a balance, there's a healing. Sleep. And I even drew like a waves here. There's like a fluid, and I don't know why I did that, because I don't like maybe brain waves. You know, yeah, maybe you're putting a lot of thoughts into like things that don't serve you. So try to pull back with your thoughts and open with them. So like, I think you need a good cry. I think there's been a buildup of energy, and then maybe this is also what you need. to flip this around and have more of like a forward momentum towards your dreams. Okay? So I'm going to call this here. That was your Timeless with Love reading from what your spirit guides want you to understand at this time. Okay, pile 4? Hang in there. Okay. All right. Hi, pile number 5. Welcome to your reading. This is your Timeless with Love reading from what your spirit guides want you to understand at this time. Okay, so far, I was feeling like here's a guy and he's going hiking and he's looking, he's searching. And then your little charm that pulled out is a little mermaid. And so then it feels like he's looking for his little siren or something like that. He's looking for something in his life. All right, so let me lay out your cards. And then we will get into the reading some more. These index cards are channeled messages that I wrote down. One of them or two of them are easy ways that you can connect with your spirit guides if you're having a hard time connecting with them. And then okay, that's what we got. All right, so spirit guides of pile number 5. What do you want them to understand at this time? Oh, there's like a compassionate. Yeah, there's a lightness. May the light lift you to the surface. Interesting. I wonder if you feel like you're drowning a little bit. Here, wait, I'm going to make sure you can see. I wonder if you feel like you're drowning a little bit. Oh, I'm getting sadness. Okay. All right, I'm getting like lost love kind of vibes. Bliss, may you feel deeply and transcend. So overcome this challenge. Emotions are running high, and it's in reverse. And then confidence is your key to success, and it is also in reverse. Okay. All right, and your main energy, I am peaceful. That is like the main thing that your spirit guides want you to know, is that you can be peaceful. May you feel deeply and transcend. Yes, okay, that's that. All right, that makes sense. So you're not feeling confident in your emotions, and you're not able to share them at this time. You're not able to express them at this time. And so you are heavy with emotions. And so to have lightness in your life, to have peace in your life, you need to dust off your shoulders. You need to release whatever is weighing you down. And confidence is your key to success, because when you're confident, you can be vulnerable, okay? Give it a go. Try being vulnerable. Don't be so hard on yourself, love. It's so true. Yeah, like I'm thinking of my husband a lot. I'm not gonna like talk about him a lot in this, but one thing I do joke about sometimes, like when people say man up, they usually assume that it's like be strong, as in like just don't have emotions. But I use it ironically, and so I'll say man up, be vulnerable, cry. You know, like it doesn't translate well to the story, but yeah. Oh yeah, look, shake it off. No, it wants it up here. So whatever threw you and like has your energy all kinds of like, don't be so hard on yourself. Shake it off. Give it a go. You know, like shaking it off, like shaking the energy, it's like a very somatic healing method. And so like when you literally shake your body and get that energy moving and get stagnant energy moving, it might lead you to cry. Okay, and that's okay, because it's going to bring you closer to bliss. It's good. It's good. I always say, like, crying is just peeing for your eyes, you know, and your soul. Crying is just peeing for your soul. So, yeah. I've got a lot of adages. I don't know. Lots of twos. and then Temperance in reverse. So there's this feeling of stuckness. Oh, interesting. There's a lot of duality. I'm getting a love reading here for sure, like especially because this guy is looking like he's longing for this pretty little mermaid over here. And so whatever hurt happened, just know like you can talk about it, okay? There are people that care. Shake it off. Don't be so hard on yourself, love. If it was your fault, like, it's okay. Two of Wands, it looks like they're looking out into the world and excited about, like, the future. This is the outcome that you want. This is the outcome, or, excuse me, this is the energy you're currently in. And this is, like, this is your feelings, and this is the this is the energy you're currently in. So how would I read a little bit here? Temperance. Let me read for the energy that you're currently in. All right. Clashing interests, oil and water, extremes, disharmony, a need to practice moderation in some aspect of your life, severity, polarity, impatience. Yeah, there's a lot of two coming out here. There's like I wonder if like you're pushing, pulling against like different emotions that you have, and it's building so much that you now need to like release all of this energy. So emotions are running high, and it was in reverse. I do want to read that one. Okay. This card suggests that the answer to whatever you're asking is writ large, like the silvery full moon set against the velvety night sky. If you're wondering how successful something is going to be, such as a job or a relationship, the answer is not very. This card is about being larger than life, being special and bursting with energy that you can tune into and work with. So don't ignore the obvious. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to read for Two of Pentacles and Two of Wands. So the Two of Pentacles is how you're feeling right now. A need to balance many aspects of self, juggling obligations, equilibrium, and seeking harmony. Yeah, so you just want harmony. You want things to work. There's like a pairing. I get the sense that it's like connecting with another person, first and foremost. So like, try it out. Tell them how you feel. Two of Wands. Planning your future, making progress, activation, possibilities, the choice between your comfort zone and new adventures. This is the outcome that you want. You want a new adventure. You want, what else did it say? Possibilities for sure. Making progress is the main one. But you've got to let out your emotions. You've got to let go of the past. You have to be your own peace. All right, and then your last card is Cosmic Egg in reverse, Eagle in reverse, and Fire Ant in reverse. Oh my gosh. Yeah, pretty much. So there's a lot of not believing in yourself, or not believing this will work out, not believing in your manifestations. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Is that it? I gotta go find it. Oh my gosh. Oh, it was here the whole time. Wonder if that's part of your reading. It was here the whole time. So there's a lot of air and fire, and that makes it. I'm turning them over so I can see them better. But they were all in reverse. And this was in reverse too. So there's a lot of fire in reverse. And it definitely needs to be cooled down. There's fire that needs to be cooled down is what I'm seeing. Oh my gosh. So believing that you are peaceful is definitely going to help you the most. And in that peace, like, just try it out. Like, just like bring yourself peace. And the best way you can connect is by shaking it off. Okay? Just try it. Okay? I feel like, so I get the sense you're kind of active. I'm mixing energies from the last one. And yeah, I'm getting a lot of air energy in here, especially air and fire, and the two mixed together can create wildfires. And so if your emotions, if you're not giving extra attention to your emotions and like actively trying to cool down and choose peace, it's really easy for it to just go. And if you're directing it at yourself too, I mean, I wouldn't want to be in that head. It would definitely need a lot of water energy to help cool it down. I would also suggest, like, you could possibly go into nature too, like go hiking. But there's and now I get the mermaid. Like you want to connect with your feelings. You need to connect with your feelings to find this peace that you want. You gotta get out of that doing. Why isn't it working? Why isn't it working? And come back into your feelings, okay? Like, it's okay to focus on your feelings. And it might not sound very masculine, and I have a sense that I'm talking to a man or somebody that's really in their masculine energy. And so there's this need to connect with your feminine. That definitely is like a common thing here. All right, so that is your timeless reading with love from your spirit guides on what they want you to understand at this time. So you can be your peace. You can connect, you can let things go, you can cry it out, you can share with other people, okay? You can shake it off and you can move forward. Give it a go. Don't be so hard on yourself, love. Okay. All right, bye-bye.